You are about to watch the World Cup, and this year it is on home soil. And odds are, you are going to watch it on a TV that embarrasses you at the worst possible moment. The fast break. That smear that swallows the ball when the striker takes off is not your internet, and it is not the broadcast. It is your television. There are 5 levels of TV for watching soccer, from $300 to the ultimate setup. And today, I am putting you on yours. Because here's the spoiler. Level 1 is a trap, and Level 5, for almost everyone, is throwing your money away. I am not going to read you the spec sheet. I am going to show you the 3 things that actually matter for watching soccer and which level they show up at. Just 3. That motion does not smear, that the picture survives the summer light in your living room, and that the screen does not throw your own reflection back at you. That is it. 3 filters, 5 levels. And I will always give you a price range and a round because they move every single day. For the exact price today, the links in the description are always current. One heads up, there is a level 3, that is the sweet spot for the World Cup. That is where all 3 things line up at once. But to get why, you first need to see where we are coming from. Let's start at level 1. Level 1 is where most buyers land, and that is exactly why I call it the trap. These look like a steal for the World Cup, and they leave you stranded in the one thing soccer punishes the most: motion. First, the Samsung Crystal UHD-DU 7200, around $380, 55 inches, 4K, a Samsung, under $400. Sounds great. The catch is a 60Hz panel, and that motion rate 120 on the box is interpolation, not a real fast panel. For a sitcom, fine. For a counterattack at full speed, the ball trails a smear. Second, the Hisense A6 series, around $300. Basic LED, fine for regular TV, but no serious brightness and no dimming zones. With light in the room, the green grass washes out to gray. Third, the LG UA series, this year's 2025 model, another $350 or so. Flat LED, no real dimming, fine and nothing more. Here is the 10-second trick to catch the trap in the store. When the box brags, motion rate 120, mega contrast, or dynamic crystal color, but the spec sheet says 60Hz native, that is level 1. It works as a second TV for the kitchen or a bedroom, or when $400 is your hard ceiling. But if this is the TV for the World Cup in your living room, a little more money changes everything. Hang on, the good stuff is next. Level 2 is the smart minimum for soccer, and for me it is where most people should start. Real mini LED and a real fast panel for almost the price of level 1. The star is the TCL QM6K, around $450 in 55 inches. Mini LED with quantum dots, 1000 nits, and the part that matters, a 144 Hz native panel. That same counterattack that smeared on level 1 is sharp here. Same money, a different sport. Next to it, the Hisense U6, around $500. Real mini LED with full array local dimming and Dolby Vision, the one that is always on sale. And the third, for the brand fans, the Samsung QN70F Neo QLED, around $800. Samsung's entry, mini LED, the Tizen system, and a great sports mode. Level 2 is for 90% of living rooms. The World Cup, the shows, the movies, the console, with 0 studying required. You buy here and forget about it for years. You only jump to level 3 if your room floods with afternoon light, and you want neither the sun nor the glare to ruin the match. And that exactly is what comes next. Now we hit level 3, the one I promised, the sweet spot for the World Cup. Here, all 3 soccer things line up at once: a fast panel, serious brightness, and anti-glare. That is why it gets 4 sets instead of 3. The star for watching soccer is the Hisense U8QG. around $1,300. A 165Hz native panel, yes, but the reason it wins the World Cup is brightness that laughs at daylight. At 9 at night in July, with light pouring through the window, you still see green grass instead of a washed-out gray. Right beside it, the one for the brightest rooms, the Samsung QN90F, around $1,800. It is the Neo-QLED with a real matte, glare-free screen. If your living room is a wall of windows, this is the one that kills your reflection during the day game. Third, the Hisense U7, this year's 2026 model, starting around $1,300. 3,000 nits, a 165Hz panel, 4 HDMI 2.1 ports, a monster for sports and console. And fourth, for pure brightness, the TCL-QM 8K, around $1,500 in 65 inches. Here is the honest part nobody tells you. The brand brags 5,000 nits. Careful, because that peak lives in a tiny window on the screen. When the grass fills all 65 inches, the real brightness lands closer to 1,000. Still brutal, but now you can read the fine print. By the way, if you came from my general 5 levels of TV video from this week, the card up top has the full guide. Here, we are all about soccer. Level 4. The Night Game. We switch technology. We move into OLED and perfect black, where every pixel turns itself off. And for soccer, OLED has a trick. Pixel response is almost instant, so the ball leaves zero trail. The best motion you will ever see. The reference is the LG OLED C5, around $1,400 in 55 inches, and with LG's rebate, it gets even sweeter. And here is my honest friend take. Yes, the C6 for 2026 already exists, but it costs almost double for about 5% more. To watch the World Cup right now, the C5 is the smart buy. If you want the absolute latest, get the C6. The smart money grabs this one. The alternative, if your room has a lot of light, I will give it to you straight. A top mini LED, like the TCL-QM 8K, around $1,500 in 65 inches, will outbright any OLED. And the doorway into OLED, the LG B6, around $1,300. Perfect black for the price of a good mini LED. The honest catch with OLED for soccer, it is dimmer than level 3, and the screen is glossy, so afternoon sun means reflections. If you watch the match at night with the lights down, OLED will make you fall in love. If your living room is a fishbowl of daylight, stay at level 3. You move up to level 5 almost never, and I will tell you why right now. And level 5, the ultimate setup. Time for the honest friend talk. These are marvels, and they are for almost nobody. The star is the Samsung S95F, a QD OLED panel, from around $2,300 in 55 inches and climbing by size. Here is why it is the best soccer TV in the whole video. It solves the dilemma. It has the perfect motion of OLED, plus a matte anti-glare finish that handles light like a mini LED. The best of both worlds. The press crowns it the best sports TV they have tested. Next to it, the LG OLED G6, around $3,300, with the tandem panel, the brightest OLED there is. The truth, no fluff. These cost double a level 4 for a jump that, on your couch at a normal distance watching a match, 95% of people would not notice. That is diminishing returns. So here is the best advice in the whole video. Instead of a level 5 on its own, get a level 4 and put the difference into a great soundbar. My pick is the Samsung HWQ990F. 11.1.4 channels with real rear speakers, so the roar of the stadium wraps around you from behind. Because the World Cup is not just watching it, it is hearing the stadium erupt when the goal goes in. That soundbar gives you more emotion than the last 10% of picture. I guarantee it. Quick recap for the World Cup. Level 1, the trap. A 60Hz panel, a smear on every break, second TV only. Level 2, the smart minimum, the TCLQM 6K. A real fast panel, the smart buy for 90%. Level 3, the sweet spot, the Hisense U8QG. Brightness and anti-glare to watch the match in daylight, the World Cup level. Level 4, the night game, the LG OLED C5, the best motion and perfect black. And Level 5, the ultimate setup, spectacular but, for almost everyone, better a Level 4 plus a soundbar. So the real call is not which TV is best, it is how and when you watch your soccer, in the daytime with the room full of light, or at night with the blinds down. Tell me in the comments and I will give you your level, with data. All 16 sets by level and with prices are in the description. If this helped, hit like and subscribe, because the World Cup is here for a while. I will see you in the next one. Take care.